On to the last then on FWD Champions Day and race at number 10, another Class 2, this time over the 1,200 metres. Their field headed by Duke Y, who caught a few out, making all last time out to beat the Crown over course and distance. Winning Dreamer down in class out of a Group 2. The Sprint Cup last time out, he's 4 from 6 course and distance. Lucky Patch was third to Duke Y last time out. Seattle Choice, first up last time for the season, was also in the Duke Y race down the field. The Courier Wonder unbeaten in 3 so far. Wind and Grass, also from John Size Barn, much like Courier Wonder. 3-time winner, but at Happy Valley, and down to Victorium, Hong Kong Bet, and Young Legends, who won at Happy Valley last time out, beating McLucky. Explosive Witness, California Rad, Racing Fighter, Highly Proactive, and Victorium. Tom, on a reasonably quick backup are the horses that have been up at Chong Fa.
Yeah, and the speed in this race, well, Courier Wonder, Highly Proactive. Highly Proactive is a horse that certainly likes to go forward. Jack Wong is riding him from gate 13, and Courier Wonder has led in each of his 3 starts. He's drawn gate number 8 now. Duke Y last start was somewhat of a surprise leader. He jumps from gate number 2. Winning Dreamer should be handy. 3 wide horses, Lucky Patch, California Rad, Victorium drawn awkwardly in gate 14. Young Legend on the inside. And Mr. COURIER likely to get back as well. However, he has drawn at barrier number 4. But up front, Courier Wonder.
He was Winning Dreamer. He's doing it easy enough here in the morning. Had a really tough run last time, so it seems to have bounced back on paper anyway after that with no problems, and moves nicely here in the morning. Lucky Patch, another one who's had a really good season. He moves nicely. Again, he comes out of the 4-year-old series. Didn't quite make the Derby, but he stayed the first 2 legs. But this looks more suitable for him, back to 1,200 metres. Looks ideal. He did run over 1,200 last start. And Courier Wonder, look, he's 3 from 3. He's effortlessly doing all 3, and that's him in front there. And there's no reason to suggest he can't make it 4 from 4.
We'll hear from Joe Moreira very shortly about the chances of remaining unbeaten. We'll start off, though, with the win, Tom, of Duke Y last time out. So he'd been running very well in defeats behind Wellington and Pinghai Bravo last time out. But from the front this time, he was too good. He
certainly was. Jumped and ran really well on that occasion. He found the front, and he was able to just hold on from the Crown, who was fast finishing over the final stage. Now, he's been back to the trials at Happy Valley. He had a trial. He was a little bit keen in that trial, I thought, but still went to the line A-OK. There was nothing wrong with the run of Lucky Patch in this. I just thought Paul, he's just drawn awkwardly here.
Yeah, he has a little bit as well. And you can see just him hanging on Duke Y there. So nice. So now he does go up in weight quite a bit because he had the apprentice allowance that day.
OK. What about Winning Dreamer then, Paul? He was obviously, they had to make the jump, I suppose, into these better races just because of his record, but didn't quite measure up. So back in class here. Yeah,
look, he had blood on the track here 3 starts ago when they set them up to 1,400 metres. It didn't work. And his next 2 runs, I mean, he did have excuse 2 starts ago, but I just didn't like the way he hit the line here.
I think he's just solely a 1,200-metre horse, and I hope that's where they keep him to in the future. Tongue tie goes on. He raced wide, but I think it's hard to ignore his class in this race. He's 2 from 2 in the grade, and he's a full-time winner at course and distance from 6 starts, so I'd be not leaving him out.
Yeah, that's Wellington who beat him, and he's second favourite for the Group 1, so the form probably not that bad. So, what about Courier Wonder, though? Unbeaten in 3. Let's hear from his jockey, Joe Moreira.
Courier Wonder, Joe, didn't win by as far last time out as what he'd done at his first 2 starts. What did you think of that win?
I think that was convincing. 3 starts, 3 wins, that's all we could ask for him, and he didn't disgrace. Of course, he didn't win very impressively last time, but the top weight on his back just pulled him back a little bit. Now with a lot of weight less on his back, I think he's going to appreciate that. I know he's up in class, he's going to be very tested, as there is some really decent horses around him in this field. But I have a lot of faith in this horse, and I think he's far off getting to his highest point of rating.
Does he have to lead, Joe, or if need be, could you take a sit in him? Has he got more versatility tactically?
It's hard for me to tell you now if he's going to be okay, but he's been giving me the feeling that he'll be fine if he gets covered behind horses. He's quite straightforward kind of a horse. I think he's very intelligent, and that's what it takes for a horse to understand what he's out there for. Not use full of himself the first half of the race, but do finish as hard as they can, and that's what it takes to win races.
Are you confident he'll still be unbeaten after the weekend?
I'm very confident about it.
There you go. It's pretty straightforward then, Tom. confident he'll be made unbeaten? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he'll be unbeaten as well, and it'll be interesting to see how the race plays out with the other speed options in the race, like Highly Proactive and also well, potentially Duke Y. I don't think Duke Y will lead this time around, though, but certainly Highly Proactive is a horse that can go forward. But I think he looks pretty, at this stage of his career, pretty bulletproof.
Yeah, and he drops to 117 pounds, which obviously Joe said maybe the big weight sort of made it not look as impressive as last time.
All right, he's going to be up 36 points, I think it is, in 3 starts so far. The star seems very much still on the rise. Wind and Grass, though, Paul, from the same stable. This is him running second with Explosive Witness, who's got a lethal turn of foot on his day.
Yeah, no, his wins have been, Wind and Grass, as I'm talking about, have been at Happy Valley recently. Look, he comes back here to Sha Tin as well. I prefer his stablemate, to be honest, but a really nice run from Explosive Witness, and he has performed down the straight 1,000 before.
Yeah, and he's been staying on pretty well, really, over those final couple of runs there behind Duke Y, massive pocket, so he might be one for wider exotics. He's drawn 7, Harry Bentley to ride there.
All right, so he's favourite here, Paul Courier, but 2.5, you'd be happy with that?
Yeah, I don't think he'll start anywhere near 2.5, but I think he'll win Courier Wonder. He's on top. Duke Y, even though he's up on weight from barrier 2, I think he'll get the perfect run. Victoria, I made him a horse to follow last start. He comes back on to the turf, which I think is ideal for him. He'd be won at a decent price. He's at 25 to 1. And California Rad, I've got him in there for 4th as well. Look, didn't have any luck at his last start. He's drawn a little bit awkward before, but if he gets into a nice position at the back, I think he can run on for a minor placing. But 7, 1, 12 and 4.
I think 7, Courier Wonder, definitely the winner of the last race, but a little bit of a throw at the stumps with Mr. COURIER. He was off the boil to the beginning of the season. He's only had 3 runs this campaign, well out of it. He's had to freshen up, hasn't been seen since, November. And look, he's got a very good fresh record, so a little chance there with him. Winning Dreamer goes in and Duke Y as well, but 7, 8, 2 and 1.
7 and 1's my cue as well. I've included Wind and Grass. Interesting, he's placed favourite at this stage. Now, stats-wise, Paul, as we head into the big day, what are we looking at? David
Hayes, he's really found some form here recently. His April record, he's had 6 wins, a couple of seconds and a third from his 27 runners. So he's got a 22% win rate in April, which is pretty good for him. And Packing Award and also Trader as well. 2 horses I think he's got good chances coming up on the weekend.
All right, I'm going head-to-head with Packing Award with my best bet. Before we get to that, though, Paul, what's yours?
My best, I'm going to go with the Japanese runner. Get it, Loves Only You. I think with Daring Tact in the race, she'll start favourite. So I think we might get a price about Loves Only You, and it was a top run from here in Dubai. So she's the best, and the each-way play we're going to do is Super Football in race number 9. Real open race, this. He's currently at 12, so hopefully we get a price around that for Super Football, 2-time winner already this season. And we'll do the play in the big race, the FWD QE2 Cup. Daring Tact and Loves Only You, Quinella.
My best comes up in race number 4, number 11, New Future. Thought he'd be tough to beat. Ideal draw, gate number 4. Alexia Bedell rides. Benno Jung Stables in form at the moment. I think the step up to 1,600 metres should be key for New Future. He's the best value in the last place price around Mr. COURIER. Race 10, number 8. Terrific fresh up record. Tony Picone riding there for Chris. So he's a 5-time winner. Goes well fresh in the play in that last race with Courier Wonder. You could probably even banker him with Winning Dreamer and Mr. COURIER.
All right, best for me, Victory Scholars. There is a super run on debut. Draws barrier 2, should get a lovely run. Derek Lung and David Hall. As far as an each-way play is concerned, I'm going to go in the first race. Ernest Feeling, super run last time out, gets the cheek pieces on here. He has drawn barrier 13, so it looks tricky, but hopefully that means we get a slightly better price. But I think he's a nice horse in the making. Ernest Feeling, the play. We go in race number 2, Lucky Quality, Victory Scholars, and Packing Award, who was the stats horse this week. There you go. There's all the best bets for you, and just got to look forward to the big day now, Tom.
Yeah, we certainly do. It's going to be a fabulous afternoon at Sha Tin. Hopefully the weather plays its part. Forecast looking reasonably good at this stage. Track will be perfect, as it always is. Japan here to do battle. They've come over and brought a very strong contingent with them. Certainly looking forward to having Dan on Smash there in the sprint. I think he'll be really tough to beat. And then the 2 fillies or mares, if you want to call them that, down towards the bottom of the page in the QE2. And don't forget as well, earlier start time of 12:45.
Yeah, and looking forward to the undercard as well. Horses like Courier Wonder, Fantastic Way versus the Trader as well. So they look 2 really good races with some really good up-and-coming horses.
Yeah, so it's a future Champions Day as well as Champions Day as well. We might be talking about these horses possibly next season as well. Best news I've had this week as well is that jockey Matsuyama rides Daring Tact learnt some English just in case he wins the QE2. But that's the show. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you at Sha Tin for FWD Champions Day, where we will be racing to win.